What's happening, guys? It's your boy Hat Free Speaks. We're gonna go get it in today with Queen Montreal commentary with Dr. Brian May. Sorry, I've not written anything on my hand. Dr. Brian May and Roger Meadow Taylor, right? Commentary with these two infamous musicians out of Queen, giving their, I guess, behind the scenes thoughts about what they thought at the time of doing this performance, right? Get your mind around that, wrap it around. And I'm going to be listening to it and reacting to it for you guys, because you guys want it, right? I did a reaction to it, Montreal commentary with Dragon Attack, and you guys were saying, dope, do some more. And here it is. All right, guys, so if you are new to the channel, and if you haven't already, or if you were, please do hit that subscribe button, notification bell, give the video a like, give it a share, because we're going to jump in today with Montreal commentary, as in Queen did a concert in Montreal, right? This is a commentary for it with Dr. Brian May and Roger Taylor. Somehow I'm going to just let that slip out the tongue eventually as time goes by, but there will be more in due course, all right? So stick around, because there ain't no gimmick. All right, here we go. First time listen, first time reaction.
Dark, isn't it?
Dark.
There we are, the famous drone, Rog. That was your drone, I think, wasn't it? Did you do that?
No, I think that was one of my drones.
I think that was a drone of Roger's.
Yeah.
And this will be the credits.
Yeah. I can't see a thing at this stage. I'm trying to find a stage.
See, Roger and I are languishing here on a large sofa looking at this very ancient performance of ours, which has been lovingly remixed and remastered and everything by our chaps who spent a lot of months on it, I have to say.
We couldn't afford lights, so we asked the audience to bring candles and cigarette lighters.
Montreal.
I hope it gets brighter than this.
Still droning.
Nothing like a drone for building intention.
Wow.
This is when Steven Spielberg was at his peak, obviously. Sort of close encounter-ish beginning, and I think this is...
I think he copied us, didn't he?
Copied. You know what? There's a theme in this going on. Brian May's bringing it. I remember that Dragon Attack I did. Go check that out. He was mentioning about how artists now cheat their way into tricking their fans on the stage. Whenever this was recorded, he's talking about stuff like that. And you'd be surprised how fans don't really, or listeners don't pick up on it. But it's always the other musicians that point it out, because they know the ropes, so to speak. But the listeners are oblivious to it. Oblivious. Anyway, it kind of reminds me of like almost like the Final Frontier kind of vibe. You know, that kind of space element to it, coming in like a landing of a UFO or something. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty cool how it started.
Sort of close encounter-ish beginning, and I think this is...
I think he copied us, didn't he?
I think he copied us, yeah. It's actually the first proper moving light rig, wasn't it?
I was actually very proud of this.
We used to call it the Bic Razor rig.
Yeah, guitar.
The fast version of We Will Rock You. Each of those spotlights under the main rig sections, manned by a little man in a chair in the air.
Each individually controllable, so they could be very interactive in the show, as you'll see later.
Fashion.
Sing it! I like that. I always like his... Sing it, damn it!
under the main rig sections, manned by a little man in a chair in the air.
Each individually controllable, so they could be very interactive in the show, as you'll see later.
Here we go.
Fashions of the early 80s, wonderful.
It's a very interesting story behind this, actually, which we should probably share some of. These two concerts were shot by a chap called Saul Swimmer, who came up with the idea that he would film us in very high quality film and then edit it all together for the two nights and take it out on the road on its own as a show, what they call curtain walling on a huge screen. And he actually did do it for a while, I believe, but it has various repercussions on the way this was shot, and also on the way it was originally mixed, because it was originally mixed.
Ooh.
It's a nice feel, Rog.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Ooh, yeah. I'm glad we concur, chaps. I'm glad we concur with that one.
What they call curtain walling on a huge screen, and he actually did do it for a while, I believe, but it has various repercussions on the way this was shot, and also on the way it was originally mixed, because it was originally mixed. It's a nice feel, Rog. It's originally mixed very dry, so that it could be put into an auditorium and they could sort of get the impression that we were there actually playing.
Yeah, it was a thing called Mobile Vision, and it was basically a travelling version of IMAX. But a nice idea. But I think we found the cameras got very much in the way, and
yeah, it led to a great furore backstage, really, in which Fred got probably more annoyed than I can ever remember him getting. So behind all this on stage, there's a lot of sort of aggro, really, because we really seriously fell out with Mr. Swimmer and with our own manager over this. Jim was actually banned from the dressing room for a period, I seem to remember. But there's a lot of anger in this performance, which you can see. Comes out in various ways.
yeah, a lot of the songs are very fast.
Anger! Let it out, boys!
The great crowd in the Montreal Forum, which was always a great place for us to play.
Long time no see. Okay, you wanna get crazy?
Yeah, I do.
Come on, let's do it.
Oh, awesome. We'll be checking out more. You might be thinking, why didn't I do a back-to-back segment, guys? Got to drip feed this out, you know what I'm saying? Got to sustain the channel. You know, if I gave you everything, like I have been doing, you want to watch any more, would you? Alright, so that was it. That was We Will Rock You. It's good to see that Brian mentioned something about anger. Roger and Brian mentioned something like they fell out. There's a lot of anger coming out in these performances. That's not a bad thing, guys. That is not a bad thing. You know why? Because music is a creative outlet. Let it out, baby. Let it out. Sing it. Let it out. Let it rip. Let it rip. Let it rip. You know what I'm saying? Let it out. That was cool. Because, I mean, this was 1980s, bro. We're in 2021. I don't know when you're going to watch this in the future. Whenever, right? Look, 80s, mate. And you still get that energy from this performance, that testosterone, that adrenaline rush, that rock vibe, baby. Rock vibe. You know, rock and roll. That's what it's about here. You know what I'm saying? Excellent. Queen, stirring it up. Love the backstory with the lights as well, the rig. Steven Spielberg. Ripped off Queen, eh? Wow, at least they're not afraid to say it after all these many years. But at the time, obviously, they couldn't say much. But look at the success Steven Spielberg had. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed this, I guess, reaction to a reaction by Brian and Roger, commentary, leaving comments on the Rock Montreal performance. I'll be exploring more. It was fun. That is fun. I love it. I love the interaction. Again, sing it. Freddie's having. All right, folks, you want to get crazy? Oh man, that is cool. That is cool because it's like, you know, when you hear a singer and their singing voice and persona is a lot different to the way they actually sound. You know, I always find that incredible. Like, it's like, hang on a second, but you sound like this when you sing, but your real voice doesn't. One of those things. All right, guys, make sure you are staying safe, and I'll catch you on the next one.